So I wake up to messages like this from my AI agent every morning. While I was sleeping, it searched the internet, found trending topics in my niche, checked what popular YouTubers were uploading in this niche, ranked everything by importance, and sent them all to my Telegram. No automations, no code, nothing, just one single file, the Heartbeat MD file, which lives in my OpenClaw. Let me show you how you can set this up in under 5 minutes. So what you're going to do, you're going to open up VS Code. You're going to click on open, and you're just going to search agent. That's where OpenClaw actually stores all the files that it relies on. Okay, then you're going to click on Claude, and then you're going to click on P1. Okay, now these are the files which your Claude bot uses to actually run. And you're just going to click on open, and then now you can see on the left hand side, these are all the files that your Claude bot uses to actually operate. Okay, so this is a quick example of my identity.md file. So I've named him Cloud. I've given him sort of a vibe. This is very short: helpful, direct, funny, like a bro to Shiv when I'm being funny, and then be serious if it's about a serious convo. So this is like the setup that I use for him to be quite funny when I'm being funny, and then also serious if the conversation's actually serious as well. And then we're going to look at the heartbeat.md file. Okay, so the heartbeat.md file, as you can see here, is essentially a task file that your OpenClaw will sort of read on a recurring timer. So this is like every 30 minutes or so. And then every time the heartbeat fires, the agent reads the file and then executes the task, or like whatever instructions are written inside it. So you're going to fill this file out with what you want your OpenClaw to actually do every time it reads that heartbeat file. So for me, as you saw in the introduction, I'm using it for multiple things. So to start with, the priority 1 is everything about OpenClaw and ClaudeBot. So this is tutorials, news, updates, sort of everything to do with OpenClaw. And then just priority 2 is general AI tutorials and news. So like any breaking news, for example, last week, Opus 4.6 dropped, and it pinged me straight away, and things like that. And then just the YouTube competitor monitor. So this is like looking at other YouTubers, what they're posting about AI, and sort of notifying me when this happens. Okay, and then we come down here to the rules section. So it logs the finds to memory/trend finds.md. Okay, and then if we open up memory, and then we open up trend finds here, you can see the file it's referring to. So it shows every heartbeat, what it's actually found and what it's reported to me. So this is pretty useful if you've like closed the chat and you want to sort of remember what ClaudeBot's actually found. You come to this file and it will let you know. Okay, and then another rule is always send findings to Shiv. So I found that a lot of the times the heartbeat would fire off, it would find content or news or whatever, and it wouldn't send it to me, because it thought this isn't like breaking news or this isn't super relevant news. And I just found that, you know, I wanted to find out exactly what it's found every single time. So I found adding this in was a game changer, because it always sent me the findings. Then I said rank each one from 1 to 10. And remember guys, this is obviously tailored to me, so you can put in your heartbeat.md file whatever you want to actually be notified about. So this can be literally anything you want it to go and research and find, like any sort of news or, you know, videos, anything. And then a great way to actually come up with this heartbeat.md file would be to use AI to generate this for you. So what you can do, okay, you can copy the entire file. So after you've copied that in, you're going to go to your GPT, you're going to paste that in, and then you're going to say, optimize this for my ClaudeBot agent to update me on whatever you want to be updated on, or whatever action you want to be carried out every heartbeat run. So I put in the original MD file and it's giving me all of this. So what I'm going to say, because it's not in Markdown and it has to be in Markdown, I'm going to say change this to Markdown format. And again, guys, you can obviously use your Claude bot to actually create these files itself, but I found that it doesn't always carry this task out properly. So if you manually go in VS Code, use AI to create your files for you, put these in, save them, it works a bit better. And by the way, guys, this is on my Mac Mini. That's why I haven't logged into the GPT. Yeah, so as you can see, it's come up with a better MD file than the one that Claudebot came up with itself. It's put these priorities, always search first, it's very clear. It's given some sort of targets, what to look for, opportunity figures, and yeah, I like these rules that it's come up with here. So skip generic AI is crazy content, and then you're simply just going to come over here, copy that, go back into your VS Code, okay, and you're just going to replace the whole file with what you've just found, okay. So now I've gotten a much better improved MD file for Claudebot, and then you're just gonna save that, okay. So once you've done that, then Claudebot will use that newly saved file as its heartbeat MD, and then every heartbeat it will use this to send through the content, whichever sort of news content that you want to see, it will come up with that. So that's the heartbeat MD file, guys. One single file, and your agent works for you. It turns from a chatbot into a personal assistant, carrying out tasks whilst you're not even there, whilst you're asleep. If you want to see more OpenClaw tutorials and other AI videos, please give this video a like and subscribe, because I'm going to be posting these all the time. So yeah, catch you guys in the next video.